Hello everybody, Mark here at Gilbo Realty. Today is June 6th, Thursday. A little rainy day here today up north. Hot in Florida, right? It's kicking up there. You guys starting to get a tan and starting to sweat a little bit. You got to stay in that AC. Just be careful. We're going to review some ways that I personally go in and find some deals or to keep an eye on pricing. You can go to websites, you can go to the MLS and search some stuff, but it really makes a difference if you can download the data and take a look at it on a spreadsheet, and then you can form your own analysis. And you can sort them a bunch of different ways, based in Excel if you're familiar with Excel spreadsheet. But then we're going to review 3 or 4 houses I pulled up that kind of piqued my interest, why they're still sitting around. And we'll get to those. We're not going to be too quick on them, but I want to show you why prices have been coming down in the villages. It's very hard to see sometimes, especially if you're very focused on looking at a certain model, a certain neighborhood. It's very hard to see without looking at the whole shebang. You have to look at the whole area. And that's what I do. I pull spreadsheets and I just take a look at it and just see where everything's falling. And I'm seeing more and more houses approaching that $225, $200 a square foot. Some under it, surprisingly. And many have been sitting there for a while. So that's okay. I mean, those will be bought up at some point in time. Maybe by an investor, somebody who's not willing to get dirty or pay someone to get dirty. So that's kind of what I really look at when it comes to looking at any market that I'm looking for my investors. So, or people I work with, or even myself if I was going to go in and buy a property somewhere. If you're looking to list your house, let us know. We got some great programs coming out on listing your properties. Especially in the villages. We'll be ramping up a new program of listing your home in the villages. So if you're interested in that, and you know someone that may be looking at throwing their house on the market, have them give us a call. Have them give me a call. I'll be happy to explain it to them. If you're looking to buy a house in the villages, you can go here to our page. This is our website, broken down by price, all inventory, and broken down between all the 6s, 466A South to 44. And you can also pull up all the open houses in the villages right here. Just go to the open houses. You can go take a look. They're pretty much on a daily basis. That's the reason why I love the villages. And you can go to our Facebook page. We just created that as well. Go to our villages Facebook page, like and subscribe. You'll get some data there you're not going to get here off the website or maybe even on these videos. We'll post a bunch of different content. If you're looking for other neighborhoods around the villages that are retirement communities, go here to the nearby 55 plus in Lisbon and Ocala. And you'll be able to take a look at those. Foreclosures, always a big demand for foreclosures, whether it's New York, whether it's any state. And if you're looking for New York or Florida, they're here as well. So let's get going on some of these things. So what I've done, let me show you, see if I can pull it up. All right, this is a spreadsheet I typically pull. So I'll pull every listing in the MLS, Stellar MLS. And I'll take a look at it and I'll sort it in many different ways. I like to go by square foot. And then what I do as I'll go through the data and see the anomalies that pop out to me, like Morven Parkway, you got 2,200 square foot heated space going at $199 a square foot. You got 1505 Impala, 2,300 heated square foot going at $203 a square foot, 204. So these properties have, a lot of these are creeping down to that $200 mark, as you can see, 200s, and these will sell quicker. Typically, as long as they don't need too much work, but I'm looking, Van Buren Way, 1,967 square foot heated. There's a bunch of homes coming down. And then what I also like to look at is, okay, what is, I like to see some, $1 million homes, like where are they falling? Where are these guys pricing these homes at? And one that popped out to me was this 2347 Clearwater Run. They've completely rehabbed this property. I know you may not be able to see that on the screen, but it's 4,100 square foot. It's 1,189. It's 1.1 million, okay, 1.2 million almost. But it's dropped 60K in the last probably couple months. They've rehabbed this whole house. It's beautiful inside. I'm going to show you that today. So just to give you an idea, that's sitting at $289 a square foot in a great community. Okay, I'm going to pull up some. So the ones we're going to look at, let's see if I get the right screen here. This one. There we go. Okay. So this is the first one. This is 1347. Okay, or 2347, sorry, Clearwater Run. It's a beautiful house. Basic landscaping, but I love the palms. I think I've done this one before. I'm quite surprised it's still sitting at $289 a square foot. It's 3 beds, 2.5 baths, built in '07. Taxes are relatively cheap. They sit at about $9,000. If I look here, let's see where the location is, as we can see. Let's pull up the location. So, Lake Miona Lake Golf Course, right? Then you have Buena Vista over here, right? And then you have 301 over here. So, good locations, near shopping, golf courses, bunch of activities. Lake Sumter's not too far, Brownwood's not too far. So, good location, well-maintained, beautiful area. So, let's look at some photos, because really, I'm going to show you this house. I'm really quite surprised is still sitting there. If you're looking at $1 million home. Okay, but obviously beautiful photos in this price range. Basic average landscaping, but the palms are pretty. They really set this home. Beautiful walk-in entry. These have vaulted ceilings. My guess is they're probably 14 foot. I mean, that just the trim alone is beautiful. Good, nice flooring. It's very well furnished as well. They got some older cabinetry here. Some antiques in here. It's pretty. Dining room area. They have vaulted ceilings. Whew. Love it. Love it. Bunch of places to eat. So I love this. This kitchen is not cheap. Got your hood here too. Those are hard to find. I like this oven. Love the countertops. Yeah, it's pretty. So you could see for $1,189,000, this home's nice. This is all brand new. I love the big kitchen with a table here. Like, I do think the villages tend to overindulge in seating space, but then again, you know, look, if I owned a house like this, if I bought this house, I would want as many people to come to my place as often as possible. So I would like to entertain in my house. Not because to show off, just because, yeah, hey, you got the space, use it, right? If not, just sits there, gets dirty, and just hangs out. I love this too. I remember looking at this before. These windows are nice and bright. The cabinetry they built in, the built-in cabinets just for this area is beautiful. Nice. This doesn't have a pool. But it's got enclosed lanais. It's got 2 of them out here. This one's enclosed. I think the other one's screened in, which I like. So this added quite a bit to the square footage of this house, right? I remember this. You guys may remember this now. This wall's pretty. And they use this area as an office. Barn door sliders, nice. And this is a screened area, so you can go out here and get some warmth. Now, sometimes, you know, you can get a little chilly being in that AC all day. Gives you a chance to warm up outside. This is nice. You got some privacy from your neighbors. You are a little close to your neighbors on the back side of this, though. Quite surprised. And this price range, typically you want some space or some privacy. I think the bushes do it, but again, some people may have an issue with it at this price range. This is a big area. Very big area. Okay, we're in a bedroom. Got its own bath. I'm assuming this is not the master. Not the primary at all. Okay, so this is a bedroom. This is a bedroom. This is a Jack and Jill bath. Just if we're seeing this correctly, right? So 2 pocket doors. They share this bathroom. It's fine. Walk-in closet, nice. There's your other bed. There's the bathroom. There's your other bedroom on the other side. Okay, we got the lay of the land now. We figured it out. You know, surprisingly, I don't really care. I'm okay with that wallpaper. Surprisingly, I think it goes really well with the cabinet. All right, laundry room, nice. Got a bunch of storage. This is what, you get up near that 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 square foot mark. You just have a lot more storage to put stuff. I'm not saying you want a lot of stuff, but you just have it. You can spread out a little bit. Not everything's cramped together. This is obviously the primary suite. You got the dual counters. You got the nice tub. Walk-in shower, pretty. This house is gorgeous. This trim alone is expensive. Okay. Did a nice job on it too. Big room. Looking at the whole neighborhood. The only thing I see with this property is, you're kind of close to your neighbors behind you. This is a great area, close to everything. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm not sure how old the roof is. They didn't put the bond information on here, which I was kind of surprised. I called the county, the town, and they were out. They were in a meeting, so I couldn't get that information before this call. But I did get another one here, okay? This pretty area, right? So let's take a look at the numbers here real quick. Let's get out of this, zoom back in. Right, I love this house. It's $1,189,000, so $1,190,000. But they just came down 10 grand, 4,100 square foot. Now they paid about $800,000 for this house back in 2021, I think it was, maybe a little bit earlier. But they sunk a lot of money into this. This house was not this house in 2021. You can tell they've done some updates to this property. And I bet you by the time they're done, just because of when they bought it and how much money they sunk into this, they're probably not going to make much money when they're said and done. It's got a big lot, 0.35 acres, 3 beds, 2.5 baths. It says taxes $9 grand, but take them with a grain of salt. 4,100 square foot, right? Price improvement. Welcome to absolutely gorgeous and elegant St. James style premier home with 3 beds, 2.5 baths, with additional den office, new chef's kitchen, and 4,000 square foot of living space. Living space has been beautifully updated with the highest quality materials for a truly unique, custom-styled, exquisite home in the upscale neighborhood of Bridgeport. Nice area, obviously. So you can take a look at this house if you're interested, but you can tell that, they sunk some bucks into this property. And for $1.2 million, 4,000 square foot, if you're looking for a big home, that's absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and you don't really have to do anything on the inside. If you're interested in this one, let us know. Sandy would love to go show this house. Sandy McAllister in Florida, in the Villages, would love to go show this house to you. So let's go to another one. Okay, 1906 Rosario Road. I think I did this one earlier. It's right here in this picture. Basic landscaping, which they tore a lot of it out and they just put some stone down, which I'm totally fine with. But this one here is sitting at $189 a square foot, 1,900 square foot total space, 3 beds, 2 bath. Tax amount sitting at about $2,400. And again, that's always a question mark. It was built in '99. Okay. Now, the Veracruz model home located in Tierra del Sol North, which has a bond paid and a peekaboo lake view. Yeah, well, that means you got to go outside, peek around somebody's bush, and they can get a lake view. Okay. But this is a nice home. A new roof in 18, HVAC in 23, hot water tank in 2010. Obviously, the hot water's got to be replaced at some point in time. It's getting up near that 15-year mark. But great location. We see it on the map. Let's go down here. Here's our map. Right? Love the area. Close to a bunch of golf courses. Arnold Palmer. Nice. So let's take a look at some photos because that's really what matters. Then we'll look at the bond information too. Let's see how that is. Let's look. All right. So the outside's okay. It needs some work. It's probably going to need some paint. I'm not sure if it rained and that's just why this looks like this. My guess is no, because it's underneath the eaves. But it's all around the house. So it's a little dirty. It probably needs to be pressure washed or repainted. But I don't mind the front of this house. It's fine. There's no gables on this house. But it is stucco. And the pictures are all blurry on this thing. And I'm not sure why. There we go. Okay. What just happened? Man, the pictures are all blurry. There's the kitchen. All right, so let's see. So it got a little dining area. See this little, some damage here, just on the sheetrock. Kitchen's older. So this is going to be a rehab, as you can see. You can see a bunch of stains all over the place. But it's not that big of a rehab. These homes are just, there's no basements. These homes are pretty basic, pretty plain Jane. Basic cabinets. They're not even painted. I would just rip this out and start from scratch real quick, including that tile. As you can see, the rugs are all stained. So here's a bedroom and a closet. So that's all they have for pictures. They did not have a lot. There's a full bath. There's the master or primary suite. There's the primary suite coming in from the hallway. Let's see. So they didn't really show the outside, which is a bummer. I think this house probably could be gone already if they actually had more photos that were clear. But here we are right here. You're kind of close to your neighbors, but, over here is a preserve. We call them swamps. Okay. So here, for the price, you're sitting below $200 a square foot on this. Now, maybe you can get it cheaper than that because nobody's made an offer. $189 a square foot. 1,900 square foot. 3 beds, 2 bath. Good location. Veracruz model in Tierra del Sol North. 2 large walk-in closet. Notable roof in 2018. Don't have to worry about a roof. It's only 6 years old. HVAC in 23. Probably the only thing you have to do is maybe put in an instant-on hot water tank and obviously flooring, paint. I would update all the cabinets. Get them all done. And great location. But let's look at the bond. So this is the Rosario, right? Yeah, 1906 Rosario. Here's the bond. The bond is paid, but you still have the maintenance fee. So just remember that, folks. If you pay off your bond, you're still going to pay yearly maintenance. Yearly maintenance is $469 on this house. Okay, and then you have your Sumter Fire for $125 a year. And then there's your amenity fees. Now, some agents don't list this stuff for some reason. They only list this $195 amenity fee. And you have to call or go to district.gov, call the number, and then they can give you this figure. But these are not on district.gov's website. I looked. And the girl at the county told me that you have to give them a call to get this information. So $470 a year, just plan on that. But the bond is paid, it's ready to go. And it needs some work. But this might be something that somebody might want to consider tackling because of the area. And because it's a nice house, stucco, it just needs work. Let's look at this next one. Okay, 603 Lisbon Lane. 425, 2,256 square feet. Just price dropped at $25K. I think I did this one too. We'll look at some of the comments early after this, but it's a vinyl sided house, but basic landscaping. They tore a lot of it out, which I like. It's a good location. And the inside of this, it's just dated, as you can see. Just dated. Basic cabinets. They're not old. These look relatively in good shape. So maybe they replaced these. But I would have done the countertops. The flooring doesn't look vinyl. It looks laminate. It could be hardwoods, I guess. Hold on. It could be hardwood on that. Kind of narrow. Could be. So it could be some hardwoods in there. I like this little dining area. Push out. Another dining area. These pillars are nice, but I'd probably knock as many walls here out as I can. Some people might like that little division from each room. But with the way the open floor plans are going like these, I'd get rid of those. Okay. Big living room. That old fan. That style fan's been around for what? 40 years. Okay, big room. Carpet's going to have to be replaced. Going to have to paint the walls. Wallpaper. That's going to have to come off. Gold knobs on the faucets. Okay. So, obviously, this needs some work. But for the price, if you can get this at the right price, I know you're a little close to your neighbors. The lanai's a little weird. Got this wood paneling. Nobody uses anymore. It is enclosed. It has windows, right? Let's look at that. It does have windows. Here's a laundry. And also, I forgot, this has a pool. This is nice. I'm okay with this. You can actually make this pretty nice. You got some blind some coverage here from your neighbors. You can actually put up some blinds on these two that come down. But, hey, you want a pool. It's in good shape. Just needs to be cleaned. Wow. Okay. You're kind of close to your neighbors, but they have a pool too. They want privacy. So you're kind of tucked here in the corner. And where are we? Right here. So you're on a roundabout, right? Don't have to worry about that. Dead end street. Nobody's going to fly down your road. And I like this area. So let's look and see some of the stats. All right, let's see. So we're 425, 2,256 square foot, 3 beds, 2 full bath, sitting at 188 a square foot, right? $2,500 a year in taxes, supposedly. 3 beds, 2 full bath, built in 95. It's an older model, okay? Nestled within the inviting community, the Villages, Florida, 2,256 square foot home is an ideal blend of comfort and luxury. As you step inside, you're greeted by a spacious and inviting interior. Okay. 2 bathrooms. Florida sunshine. And I don't have my map as to where this is located, but let's go look. Let's see if it has a village on there. Village of Sumter. Community. So here we are. This is the map. This is 466 right here. Okay, it's north of that. Right near the De La Vista Golf Course. East of Tierra del Sol Golf Course. And west of Chula Vista Golf Course. Right? There you go. So that's the location. But let's look at the bond. So here's the bond. Bond is paid. And this is Lisbon, yeah. But you still have a maintenance fee, the CDD, and that's $397 a year on this. So bond's paid, and that's good. Gets rid of that payment. But you're still going to have that $400 a year. And you're probably going to have a fire department fee on there, possibly. As you get up into the northern sections, way north in the earlier sections of the villages, a lot of times they don't have this continuing bond fee. Some of them don't. And I'm not sure if it has a fire department fee or not, which typically runs about $125. I would call for you and ask. But just to let you know, this does have a CDD, annual maintenance, for $397. Okay? So again, this is 603 Lisbon. Take a look at that if you're interested. It's priced right. And they just dropped it down $25K. Let's go to another one. All right, 1505 Impala. Pretty sure I showed this one too at some time. But this has dropped 18 grand to 479.9. I'm sorry. 3 beds, 2 bath, 2,359 square foot. 203 a square foot right now. 3 beds, 2 full bath. Taxes are supposedly $2,700. Year built 1999. So some of these older homes. Bond is paid, and it has a room for a pool. Home needs a bit of modern touches. They all do up there typically. Outside 240 square foot Florida room lanai that is surrounded by 700 square foot bird cage, plus enough yard to add a pool. The front of the home offers a 12 by 12 patio at the front door. I like that. Sometimes the sun sets behind your house or a little bit off to the side, and you get some shade out there. Roof and gutters were replaced in 2020. The whole AC system was replaced in 24, a few months back. Extra storage cabinets have been added to the garage. Nice. This home is on a cul-de-sac located close to Spanish Springs. The brand new updated AC, new roof, along with spacious outdoor living. Okay. So, Sumter. Let's see the location. Let's get rid of this little. All right, so there's probably 466. Oh, no, it's El Camino. Sorry. So, here's El Diablo Golf Course. Here's El Camino. Okay. There's 441. So you guys get a lay of the land. Okay. And there's Buena Vista to El Camino. And that'll get you right up here. Just so you guys know where it's at. But let's look at some photos. I like this driveway when the last time I looked at it. Landscaping was nice too. It was basic. Okay. It's that big area they're talking about. I like it. Stucco. If you want to be in some of the older sections, I mean, these neighborhoods are beautiful. There's a big bird cage you've added on. That's nice. And you got a big backyard. I think probably what's holding back that $1 million home is maybe their yard. Possibly. Because that thing's beautiful. Okay. Big bird cage. You have a lot of space out here. Pretty palm. All right, so you walk in the front door. You got popcorn ceiling. First thing that pops in my head. And you got carpets. Tile the front door is a little dirty. And it's a little, see this little, it's all warped a little bit here. So that's going to be replaced. Although, I do like this little walkway here into a bedroom. That's nice. Has its own bath too. And walk-in closet. Pretty. Alright, so let's see where this takes us. So you could walk down this hallway to the dining room, or you can come back out here to the kitchen. And we're going to go to the closets. Oh, there's a laundry off the kitchen and that bedroom. Okay. Here's where you walk down from that bedroom into the dining area. Here's the office, which can be used probably as another bedroom. Good office setup, though. Okay, we're going to go from the dining room to the living area. Big organ. Woo. Besides that. Those are hard to get rid of now. You used to be able to give them away to churches. They don't even want them anymore. Okay. But you never know. Somebody may want them. I'm assuming we're coming into the master with the walk-in closets. Nice. Tile floor. Tool sinks. Walk in. Okay. Now we're back out. Walking through the living room out to the lanai enclosed with windows. That's nice. I like this bird cage. That's an area rug covering it. It's pretty. Okay. Nice. Oh, that's not area. That's paint. Sorry. So they sealed this, put paint on it. All right, so we're in the kitchen. Electric stove, tile floor. I like to push you out here for the table. Bunch of cabinets. They're a little bit older, obviously. Okay. And this was another room I saw on the other side of the house. This is right off the dining room I saw. This could be an office slash what they're using it for is sewing room. And we're back out. So we're back into the office. Back out. Okay. So let's look at the information again. So you have 479.9, 2,359 square foot, 1505 Impala Place, 87 days on the market, 203 a square foot, 3 beds, 2 full baths. It's got an office in there. You got that extra room for they're using it as a sewing room. You can use it as a little nitpick room or whatever you want to do. $2,700 a year in taxes. Built in 99. Bond is paid, and there's room for a pool. The bird cage is nice. Let's look at the bond. I'll zoom in on that. So the bond on this is $189 a month, which is not right, but I think I looked it up. So I got the information from the county. I was able to get a hold of her on this one. Bonds paid. The maintenance is $406.55 a year. So you got this $189 a month, which is the village's amenities fee. You may have a fire district fee, which may run $125. Again, I didn't ask her that on here. But the bond is $406.55 per year right now. The continuing maintenance fee, and that covers a lot of stuff around the villages in that area. So that's kind of where these sit. I mean, if you look at, this is how I find properties. I can look and I can take a look and see where everything's falling. Okay, why am I seeing a $1.1 million home sitting at $289 a square foot, where the nearest one I could find, $1.2 million, is sitting at $307? Okay, and then the nearest from that one's 332. So I want to take a look and just see why these are sitting where they're at. And then you can also see, okay, like some of these smaller villas, 489. You can also see some people that are delusional about the properties. I can pull it up and just take a look. But I always like to see, and you can always tell how long they've been on the market, what's overpriced. Okay, so I find properties this way. It's a quick way for you to go through and see what's going on with some of these properties. And I sort them by square foot and then by current price. And then I get a general idea. And I do my own, numbers in my spreadsheet in addition to this. So this is just one way for you to find some deals in the villages to make your life a little easier. A lot of people can go to the website and find it. That's fine. You can search the MLS and find it, but most people don't have access to the MLS to do all this, so I download it. But, and look, if you're looking for investment properties, you're looking for a property in the villages, this is kind of what we do. We can find them. We can look at them. We just get a general idea of where everything's going. This is how I know that prices are dropping in the villages. I pull this up every week, and I can take a look, and I can compare and see where they're all falling. There's a ton of price discounts going on in the villages throughout. There's a lot of homes sitting on the market, combined days on market. So there's a lot sitting there. There's a lot of like new homes sitting on the villages market right now. And a lot of that has to do with increased inventory, obviously, slowing market, higher interest rates. But it also has to do with the villages building a bunch of new homes down in Moultrie Creek, Eastport. They've really promoted that area to get people to go down there. And it's hurting the sales up north, unfortunately. Because really, you're competing with the builder. I mean, any builder will tell you, off record, that they're competing with you. Okay? And builders know it. They're not stupid. They're a smart crew. And just keep that in mind. So when you think about listing your house, give us a call. Okay? Because I don't want you to compete with a builder. It's bad enough you have to compete with all these homes on the MLS. But pricing your home correctly and maybe a little aggressive might get your home sold faster. If you're looking to buy a house, again, we're looking for properties. A lot of people are on a budget. But if we can get you a little bit more square foot at a lower cost, in good shape, where you don't have a ton of money you have to outgo in the next 10 years on roofs, furnaces, hot water tanks, instant-on water systems, let us help you find that stuff. These are ways for us to find it. Okay, but if you don't call us, I can't help you. You're going to have to be stuck with some agent calling you and sending you listings on a daily basis. But if you're really interested in finding something at a relatively good deal, give us a call. Sandy McAllister in the villages will be happy to show you these properties. She can also do video walkthroughs, so feel free to check her out as well. I'll put her picture up here on the screen. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to us. My information is down below. And everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.